Did it. I don't care if it's 10 a.m., 10 p.m., 10 OM. We got Celsius every day of our lives. You know what I'm saying? Get your Celsius, get your vitamins and nutrients and caffeine. Speaking of caffeine, we have a great show today. It's going to be a wonderful one. Like, share, subscribe, retweet, hashtag blessed. But speaking of hashtag blessed, you know who's blessed?
Hi.
Angela Curry. What's up, Angela?
Much are you? Good evening, Jason.
Much, how are you? Much you? What?
Much me. I don't know.
I don't know. Are you sure you're ready for this?
I don't know. I'm still getting used to the change. But I don't know. But anyway, I'm here.
Yes, you are here. No, you made it. And
5 o'clock somewhere.
Well, I mean, like I was telling Vinny earlier, we will bring him on eventually. Maybe we'll leave him back there and just talk and tease him a little bit. But no, as I was telling Vinny before, we are testing out a new time slot. Hope testing the waters, you know. And hey, the man himself even had a book with water in it. But
hey,
yeah, no. So so everyone knows, Angela has a slight head injury. She has a headache.
I have a headache.
She has a headache.
That's
so. We're gonna hammer through this like her head is getting hammered as it is. There was speaking of hammers, there was a serial killer that used a hammer to beat his victims.
I don't know about the serial killer thing. In
They're fun. I'm just saying. But speaking of fun, we have a great show, great guest. He's a friend. I've known him a while. I've known him a couple days. You got a couple books out and a couple things. Well, we got Vinny. What's up, Vinny?
Hello, everybody.
Hey, Vinny.
Hi, Jason. Hi, Angela. How are we doing tonight?
Oh, stupendous. I think that's a word.
Fantastic.
Fantabulous. How are you?
Okay. No head injuries that I know of.
Yeah, I mean, you know, funny story. When I was a little kid, like, you know, knee high to a duck, I was riding a bike down the street, and right before I got to my house, some kid was swinging an aluminum bat. Boom, right in the head.
Oh.
Yeah, so I, too, have had a head injury. So.
Wow.
Yeah, it'll explain a lot, doesn't it?
Yeah. I got hit with a bat once.
Nice.
Dude, my brother.
I love that movie. And there's people I know that haven't seen. Have you seen Johnny Dangerously, Angela?
I have not.
See what I mean?
Criminal. Yeah.
I've been wanting
to do a watch party on that one forever. So maybe we're gonna
it's
make
so
that
good.
happen.
I don't know. You may have to rent or buy it. I don't know if it's available on any streaming platform.
Yeah.
I
have it on DVD.
That'll work.
But yeah, I got to figure out how to get a DVD player to work on a computer. I don't have a disc drive.
You just have to get the attachments for it, the cable.
Okay.
Probably just an HDMI cable for it or something.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because mine doesn't have a CD thing either, so I'd have to buy like a Blu-ray player or something, you know, a Blu-ray/DVD player to play all the stuff that my brother has. Yeah, but speaking of DVDs, we got a chat, Angela. That's segue. Let's do it.
Hey, it worked.
Who's here?
Citizen Ronan was first. Cheers.
What's up, Ronan?
This guy is here.
Who's this guy?
It's Vinny.
I don't know who that guy is. Whoever he is, ban him from the chat.
What's up,
You've known me for a couple of days now. I mean, years.
Just a couple days. Hey, Jolly Green.
What's up, Jolly?
We got Mush, Rush Mush.
The Mush Man.
Cheers. And we have Tommy. Tommy, the Guinea Pig Collective. Oh my gosh.
That's
Tommy.
No, it's not Frankie. He's my brother from another mother.
We have to say you know who he is.
Oh yeah.
Bologna, the Bologna.
Bologna.
He pronounces bologna a certain way to upset Italians. That's
probably Bologna. Probably says Bologna.
Yeah.
I think that's the French way to say it is Bologna. Yeah. I think it's French.
We got a toy stream together on Thursdays. Yeah, he's awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, fun.
Yeah. Yeah, I got the YouTubes in the description. Yeah.
Sweet.
Is that everyone? Well, like and share, everyone.
Yeah. They'll roll in as we go.
They do roll in, and it takes. The YouTubes don't like to send out notification. We got actually quite a bit of people already. So that's good. And Vinny, yeah, it's been a minute. How have you been? How's the the things been going in your life? I mean, obviously, aside from the things you mentioned backstage,
Yeah.
how's everything else been going?
We're hanging in there, pal. We're hanging in like most of us, you know. It's been a crazy couple of years, you know. We're all trying to, you know, climb that mountain.
Yeah, it's rough. I mean, it's kind of rough, but in a way, also like there's a pendulum that's been swinging back in a way. Like so, it's kind of and like I bring up on other streams, and I've talked about it before live on other shows that especially with what we do, you know, like the independent crowdfunding method, it's kind of slowly slept down, mainly because it hit big during the pandemic. Everybody was locked in,
Yeah.
you know, they had nowhere to go, and so
Still
we
had
were
the
like,
monies.
we had not only just the money but the audience.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, we
Like,
had that. Because I got a lot of traction when everyone else couldn't get books out there because they were using companies in China and stuff. I was printing in America, and that's why I fulfilled everything like right away. And
Right.
That's when everyone started calling me the fulfillment king or whatever. Like I never put a label or a hat on myself.
No, I remember that. Yeah.
But I mean, it was awesome that I was able to get books in people's hands, and you know.
Everything, like you said, everything was locked up in the Bay because people were, you know, getting stuff from China. Understandably so. If the product quality is good, but the price is lower, you know, you're going to go that route. But once that hit, like it hit, and so people were accidentally late because of the COVID thing, and nobody else was really able to get their books out. So
yeah, I made sure I found the best quality again in the States, and we fulfilled like a beast, you know. Through the Woods, the hardcover book, like that took off in a big way, and I'm happy it did because I did that for all the fans because it was never supposed to be a hardcover book. You know, I made it one of the stretch goals after crunching numbers very late into the campaign. I said, you know what, if we hit this number, we're gonna do it. And everyone's like, you're crazy, and like we hit it. I'm like, I'm doing it.
You were crazy for doing that because like hardcover is pretty pricey. So it definitely, but no, and so it was really tough now then anyway because you know the books were locked up. But I think I heard about Mixing through you and Phil first. Like those were the people I believe that
I was the first person to use it. And I was trying to tell a few people. Someone else grabbed it from me, didn't credit me, apologized later when he went on a big stream and I called him out. I'm like, dude, you don't even use them. The guy who brought it up didn't even use it. So I'm like, well, dude, how did you leave me hanging like that? And then he apologized and he said, I heard it from Vinny. I was like, all right.
Well, yeah. Well, like I said, I heard it from you, and then it's a good company. I still use it, you know, today. Yeah. So there are other printing sources now. I think people have kind of found other areas to go, but I like Mix'em. Like they're quick and they're quality, their customer service is fantastic. I did a second print of Absolute because I sold out of them, and so I did a second print, and issue 2 was misprinted. Everything was uploaded right, but it was misprinted. I emailed them. I said, you know, and it wasn't the whole shipment; it was just half of it. And I'm like, just these ones are. And they said, send us a video, and you know, and I did. Dude, they reprinted and shipped them back to me free. They look great.
Yeah.
So
well, that's it. Yeah. If you have problems, they usually say that either send them proof or recording photos, and they usually cover what was damaged or screwed up. Which
where is Mix'em out of?
They're like a brokerage kind of thing. So they use different printers around the United States.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
It's a third party platform. Like so they you kind of go through them and they kind of find the lowest print cost area for you closest to you, and then they're kind of like an intermediary.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow, that's cool.
Pretty good. Yeah. There's another place I'm going to look into soon. A friend was telling me about them. If they could match the quality, I'll use them, and if they're cheaper. But otherwise, I might stick with Mix'em. So
I found that Mix'em is really good with lower print run stuff. Like if you're doing like 30 copies, 40 copies. But if you're the higher up you go, because we did Frog issue 1 through Quinn Printing. They are in China, but like if you had used them during COVID, you wouldn't be able to get your stuff.
Yeah.
But the print quality was fantastic, and the cost was way less. But we also printed way more than I did with Absolute. So if you the lower print runs, I find Mix'em is really good with because also you get them quicker. You know, the quality is fantastic. So I really like them. Yeah. But
Frankie's here too, Frankie.
Hey, there's my brother.
What's up, Frankie? Good to see him. Yeah, I like Frankie
Nashville,
over
but,
here. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, you've been at it a long time. You know, you've
Mhm.
been doing the grind. So is there any plans maybe to try to look not just self-publishing, but like once you have like a like say City of Venus has like 20 issues out, you want to cut them up or whatever, you like go through maybe like Boom or something to like get them into stores. Do you have a plan like that, or are you going to stick solely with what you're doing?
Hey, if other companies reach out like that and can get us into more, you know, more stores and stuff, I'm down for it. But I have yet to hear from these type of people. There's a
Yeah, I think
couple of like
yeah.
there's a couple of big industry people that like they said it too. Like even Mark Silvestri, like, he loves my work. You
Nice.
know, we've talked a couple of times, but
Oh, yeah,
nothing
cool.
really came out of it yet because like they're doing their own thing right now too, and they're also crowdfunding, which is insane. Like you got a
Yeah,
Yeah,
company,
Top
you know,
Cow. Yeah.
like
Yeah.
I don't know. There's a lot of weird stuff going on in the industry lately. A whole lot.
Well, like look at Dark Horse. Like
Mhm.
we Ink Spots and I, we were gonna maybe try to push them Frog G and like get that set once that's all done, separate it into 24 page issues, and
Mhm.
because we really like Dark Horse, we thought it would fit well there, and then they went
Yeah.
ahead and got
Got
bought
rid
out
of
by
Mike.
private equity. So
Yeah, dude,
yeah,
it's crazy. Yeah, and you get rid of the guy who made the company. Like,
I like at least keep the dude on. Like do what you want with a company. At least keep the guy that created the whole idea of it on.
dude, it's mind blowing. You know, I know one of the other guys, one of the old time editors used to be there, and he had since retired, but he goes to a lot of the shows and stuff. He's always been a nice guy, and it's the same thing. Like everyone was in total shock, like of what happened. But that's how these companies are run now, and
Yeah.
it's sad.
Yeah, I mean, everybody's looking to get into the video game, TV, movie market with streaming, especially with easier access to Netflix. Everybody wants that extra big buck, and
Yeah.
I'm sorry, man. I just want to make comics. Like, I
Yeah.
mean, I'm an artist, a creator. Sometimes I write, but
Mhm.
I just want to make comics. I want to tell stories and have fun. I love art, like not just like paneling, but also regular, just run of the mill stream of consciousness artwork
for
that I
sure.
do. I love art, and that's what I want to do. I don't. If some, hey, I'm not to say if what if they didn't pitch you for the fine, I'll sell out. I don't care, but that's not the goal. The goal isn't a motion picture or an animated show. It's the comic.
I hear you, because that's the same thing I said too, man. And you know, because you have like almost all my books anyway. I think
I do have all your books.
Yeah, you got original artwork from me. I mean, you've been a big supporter, and I always appreciate that. But it's the thing is, I got a bigger universe. I have a larger story to tell, and like you, man, like that's what it's about for me. I want to make sure that we have something really good that people could pick up years later and be like, "Holy shit, this was incredible," you know. And again, I pepper these things with some cool Easter eggs. You're going to see stuff play out later down the road. You're going to see books be like, oh my god, I didn't know that was in Shadow of the Kraken. Oh my god, here's another appearance of one of the characters from Through the Woods. What are they doing in this book? Like, I want to have that fun with it, and to make it the world feel very lived in. Even though like I have different I have period pieces, I got futuristic stories, but you're going to see how it all plays together, and that's the cool part of it. That's what City of Venus is too. That's like one of the linchpins of my universe is part of this, part of this cool world that I'm
and that's what's great about it. Like you have like you said, time spans, like different areas, different genres, even of what these. But you could even still connect those without, even if you didn't want to. You know what I mean? You're like, that wasn't your goal, but then you're like, you know what? Oh, if I did this connects all of them. I'll just do that, and now they're all in one thing. Like even Ink Spots and I have talked about that with like Absolute and Frog, and he's got his Metal Mayhem Rock Boy thing. It's like they don't all take place in the same universe, but I kind of cheated. Like in the supplemental for Frog G, Ink Spots' character Metal Mayhem Rock Boy appears in like this a pantheon of gods because he's a demigod. So but you don't see his head, you just see his body. So he's there, kind of. And then also I have an alien from my Absolute series in the background as a head mantelpiece in Frog G. So they kind of are like hinted. Maybe they're in the same universe, maybe not. But if we decide, they can be, because they all take place in different areas, different times,
and that's what's fun about it.
Yeah,
you could do it if you want to, and and it's fun because you're creating too. You're doing stuff on your own, but you have your friends that have input in there too, and that's the cool thing. And I thought that's what everybody's kind of goal was, especially with the indie scene, is to make something special, And you know that's where I'm still coming from. And like me and my brother, we've come up with a bunch of great stuff too. We got another project. I think it's gonna be the next one that we're working on. I got a good number of pages done. They've been sitting a while because I've been doing other stuff too. Because I wanted to make sure, like the way that I'm releasing stuff, it has to stay fresh. I can't just have tunnel vision on one project for such a long amount of time. I need a little bit of a break and to stretch my creative muscles, right? So like if I'm doing pirate stuff, yeah, all right, now I want to do something futuristic. Now I want to do this. Now I want, and it keeps everything kind of moving in a good way, but also the genre jumping is good because I could start to pepper in those other surprises that I wanted to do. I have a big surprise in this project of a character that you're going to see in a whole different project. And this is like the first appearance is going to be in City of Venus here. So it's fun. It's fun. I like it.
See, there you go. That's the key right there. Like their comics are fun. Like, I mean, even though, let's say they may be heavily serious in some genres or stories or weighted or even just kooky and out there and just don't make any, comics are fun. They're supposed to be a getaway and escape. Oh, yeah. And that's what they're supposed to be. They're supposed to be right, Angela. Like they're supposed to be just a total getaway from this craziness of PC culture that we have. Even like I can understand putting it in some books here or there, but you don't force it on other things. Just make Wolverine, Spider-Man, so on and so forth. And it's supposed to be fun. And a lot of mainstream is to blame. Like, because I've seen a lot of indie guys, they're all having a good time. Like their stories are fun, they're enjoying what they're doing, and that's what we all came into the fold of being. Yeah. And about having fun, like when you're working, do you tend to work sporadically? Like you're on page 5, but now you want to work on page 28 the next time, and sometimes so on, or do you work linear?
It depends. I've done both. For the most part, I do like linear. But if I do have big moments that I know I need to get down, it's almost like I got to open up the sketchbook. I'll start working out some stuff. Even if it isn't the finished full page, at least I get like the idea in my head I need to get it down. Because it's like you said, it could happen at any time. You could be in the car, you could be taking a shower. Oh my God, I just got hit with this awesome thought in my head. Oh, now I know how that page is going to turn out later down the road. Okay. So you kind of do it in chunks as well. So like if I got like a cool action sequence I want to do, I might plan it out early on, but then like I got to go back anyway, like you said, and get those other pages leading up to it, because it's the roller coaster that makes the comic books a lot of fun. So you'll have like what seems like exposition or something that might be deemed a little bit boring, but you can still make it interesting with your artwork and what you're doing. But then when you get to the big moments, it's like, okay, now it's really in your face, and this is badass. But I think if it's too much action from the get-go, you could lose it, or it almost becomes like a Michael Bay movie or something. You don't want to just see explosions every 3 seconds. You want to have a story that you could follow, and then you could have some of those explosions and other fun stuff.
Yeah, you got to have pacing is very important, very key. Yeah. Having those beats, hitting those beats, and when Ink and I like lay out pages, we tend to work. I work linear. He jumps around mainly to keep, because he's coloring it, and so he needs to keep it consistent. Yeah. So him bouncing around, it's also just easier for him to work that way. Even when I'm coloring, I have to work linear. I just I don't know. There's something about my brain that's like, okay, well that happens next. Now that. Yeah, even though if I do stream of consciousness, it makes no sense and there's no rhyme or reason. So I don't know. I just have that weird split personality, I guess. Yeah. But no, but there should be fun. You should have fun making them as well as reading them.
Oh, for sure, for sure. Like I said, if you have your key points that you want to get in the book, or certain like splash pages and stuff like that, by all means, jump around, do what you want.
You work mainly digitally, right?
No.
No. Oh, okay.
Yeah. No. Most of like Shadow of the Kraken was like, it's all hand drawn on the big boards, 11x17. That's why, like, because I'm very precise with my work. A bit of a perfectionist, but like if I have super duper clean lines, like when I'll scan it into the computer, typically I'll do the digital inks because it moves a lot quicker that way, and then from there I'll take it to Photoshop. And do my colors and stuff like that. But I've had books where I've done like pages that were like fully painted, or they look fully painted, and people thought like I color over all my lines. I don't. In that book, you'll see like there's a couple of pages that look like they are totally painted, and some of them were. It's because I did do them digitally fully, And I went, well, I kind of like the vibe I was going with. But then later on, you'll start to see, I think, like by page 5 or 6, you'll start to see the inks everywhere, like the deep rich blacks. And it's like, no. I did certain things, one, to play around, and two, to get a certain visual that I wanted down. And once I get it down, then it's like, okay, now when I'm actually hand drawing the pages, I'm going to put like where my spot blacks are going to be, and play with the line weight and all that, because that adds so much. And again, you do a lot of traditional stuff, so you know the impact that you have with that great contrast, and it just adds so much more to a story. So like, you'll see that everywhere. And same thing with Venus. If they weren't fully drawn out, I'll have very detailed drawings. I'll scan in for my sketchbook, and then it's the same process. But everything starts with pencil and paper. Everything.
No, that's and honestly, I even tell everybody, especially if you're learning how to draw. But I think traditional, especially, and we can get into it obviously, but with the advancements of AI and everything, I think traditional art, whether it be pencils or pen and ink or even microns, whatever it is, traditional art is going to get more sought after and more sought after.
Oh, for
the
sure.
more AI comes into prevalency. Like I do mixed media, traditional mixed with Photoshop or something like that along those lines. I've had straight digital stuff too, just because of time constraints or ease of access. But everybody wants that original thing. They do. Like, I mean, most people that are buying comics are buying traditional printed comic books. They do digital sometimes, but the majority of it is traditional. And because everybody wants it. Now, you can print up an AI piece, sure, but it's not the same thing as holding that. Like, I have your artwork. You know what I mean? I have your drawings. They're dope, and they look so much better in person than they even do scanned or printed. So,
that's great to hear, man. I appreciate that, because that is the thing, man. I mean, everyone, like, they rely so heavily now on AI, and I keep telling people, no, you need the fundamentals, you need the foundation. Like, the only AI I really used, like, I animated some of my finished pieces when everyone was doing that. Like, everybody was doing it because I wanted to see what it would look like. And
I've done it.
It was practice to try to make a trailer, because I don't have the funds to hire somebody to do a 2-minute trailer for me or whatever. So like, everything that I did was painstakingly fighting with this AI to animate my artwork and to make it look like cinematic. Because when you see the trailer, like, that was my goal, to make it feel like it's a movie, not just like a comic book. It's a full experience, And I think we nailed it with that.
No, and that is a great use for it. Like okay, like you said, you don't have the funds, and not only that, you don't have the time to learn editing software, maybe, and do all this stuff if you don't know how to do it yet. You know what I mean? So with the advancements of AI, if you want to go ahead and make like a little 1-minute thing or 2-minute, I get it. Like, I understand it. Now, people could either be for or against it, but you can't deny the fact it still looks kind of cool. Like, I even argue this, like, like, I hear it on Rogan, all the crap. They'll play music and it's AI music. I'm like, it sounds good, but there's no heart. There's no soul. It sounds like the guy singing with soul, but there's no soul to it once you tell me it's AI. Like, I
agree.
What, Angela?
No, I just the AI. You said AI, and I was like, I shrieked a bit. Taylor, he's like, original artwork is overrated. He's trying to cause trouble.
Rick, I was gonna send you an 18x24 watercolor painting, but you know what? I changed my mind now. Now you're not getting it.
He's gonna send it to me now.
Yeah, he's gonna make it Vinny. But no, and that's the thing. AI, the argument will be a constant thing for decades, probably, because it's such it's in the sphere now. Like, there's no getting around it. But it
digital was for a while, because I don't know what AI, I think, is way more of a kind of a shift in, the creative element, unlike digital. But I'm sure there was a time when digital was kind of.
Digital was considered cheating for the longest time. I don't know if you remember, Vinny, when Photoshop was first kind of coming around, people were like, "Oh, you're using Photoshop, you're cheating. You're just cheating."
Yeah, they were so against it, although it was making books look better and a higher quality, which gave them also an excuse to jack the prices up, because we don't still have 50 cents, 75 cents comics anymore. They're ranging around $6 to $10 in stores, and most of their stuff is garbage or propaganda or some other horse shit that nobody wants.
I've been like Hockey and I have been doing we read comics and then we review them for like
Mhm.
half hour or so, and then we'll
Yeah.
draw. But uh, we've been reading some dope stuff, especially Mark Spector. Moon Knight was really good. The art's great, the writing's
Mhm.
fantastic. But there are some. But the thing is, you still have to seek them out. So if you're trying to
Yeah.
find a cool comic, you're spending
Mhm.
$6 to $7 per issue,
Mhm.
and you got like 3 duds and 2 bangers. You just like you're out half your money.
Yeah.
Like and so it's a big gamble. Now
Mhm.
with what we're doing, we're like, yeah, the markup's there, but you're also getting more content. The paper quality, everything, the quality of the book is better, and the quality itself of the stories and the art is better because we could take the time. We could sit there and fine tune it and noodle it and make it worth its effort. Now, yeah, we're going to project that time in the campaign, so but we could even do everything years in advance and then put it out if we really want to. But we can still take the time to make sure you're getting a higher quality product. That
For sure.
There's no guarantees in life. Like you're not going to guarantee that you're going to like it, but the wins are more than the losses as far as quality goes of content.
Yeah.
So, like
I mean,
go ahead. No, go ahead, Vinny, please.
No, yeah. Well, I mean, that is a big difference too between the mainstream and the indie scene. Because yeah, our books are more pricey than theirs usually, but it's also the fact that it's just us. We don't have corporations. We're not getting hundreds of thousands of books out there or whatever. These are very small numbers, so their prices are more expensive. 1, 2, like you said, our quality for what we're doing, it's very precise in what our visions are. Like every single one of my pages looks like a painted cover. I don't see the mainstream doing that,
Yeah.
They have their cheap tricks of what they want to do, and I know there's AI that's being used now in the mainstream as well. Like I'm doing like a traditional approach, but it's digital. It's you know how Photoshop
You still
is.
have the skill set that you need in order to execute it, whether it be digital or traditional. You're
Exactly.
not just typing in a word.
Yeah, because even the image that's behind me right now, like people think like the sky's a photo. It's not a photo. I painted that. I literally painted that. And it's about studying. It's like anything in artwork. You want to learn how to draw a hand? You look at your hand. You look at photos of hands, and you try to redraw them as much as you could. It's the same thing with any part of art. And the better you get, that's how you level up essentially. And a lot of people don't seem to understand it. They go, oh, well, it's AI, or it's a photo, or it's this, or it's that. I mean, their heads are up their ass half the time. And it's because why? Because they've seen people in the mainstream doing it. Oh, they're doing it, so I could do it too, or whatever, to save time. No, it depends on the people too. But we're trying to put quality out there. We're working our asses off. Like I stay up till 3:30 in the morning getting work done. Do I want to be doing that late? No, but it's the time when I could focus the best. There's no distractions. You're not taking care of anybody else. You got your work hat on if you're in your zone.
Well, I was trying to read just now a little bit ago, Dan Panosian's a Punisher, the Marvel Knights Punisher issue 2. I was trying to read it. I started reading it. I got 4 or 5 pages in, then I had to go do something and come back. Then I got cut out from this. I'm like, I'm just trying to read a comic. I'm like, it's taking me, and it takes me a while anyway to read things, just, as everyone knows, because of my eyeballs. But I'm like, come on, this shouldn't take me 7 hours to read one 24-page comic, and it was good, by the way. But yeah, so I did finish it.
The
miniseries? The nighttime. The miniseries, the Marvel Knights, Dan Panosian.
Yeah, I think I have the first 3. What is it? It's 4 of them, right?
4 came out just recently. So yeah.
Okay.
It's good. It's good so far.
Okay. He's doing some kind of ongoing too, I think, right? On Punisher.
I don't know if he's doing an ongoing. I think there's rumors that he's going to work on a Wolverine mini. I don't know how true that is. I don't know if he's just doing variant covers, but Panosian's killing it, man.
Oh yeah, he's been doing amazing stuff. It's the same thing like what's his name, Sean Gordon Murphy. Like his work's incredible too. Whatever you want to say about his politics, whatever other bullshit, his work has always been amazing. It's always been fun, because I was on Mad Roots last night, and I brought it up because they were asking what books that are out there you guys are reading and stuff. The other one I showed too was Joe Mad. I found a all right. So here's the good thing too. Since we were talking about comic books, and why the hell not? So I'll show it again. I found this hardcover of Wolverine and Spider-Man.
I got him.
Ooh, I'm sorry, my green screen's doing its
thing.
It's
okay.
Oh, nice. Oh, there you go.
Yeah, you could see part of it. But yeah, this is Joe Mad, and it was Avenging Spider-Man issues 1 through 3. So Joe
Damn.
Mad did the first 3 of those, and then he did Savage Wolverine
What's up, Shelby?
6 through 8, and that's what's in here. I found a hardcover. I think it was like $12 or something on eBay.
Wow.
So I was like, oh, that's perfect. And they're great stories. They're fun little things. Are they the best thing in the world? No. But is his artwork there? Hell yeah, it's Joe Mad.
Joe Mad.
And it's like, I mean, this stuff is just, it's so amazing. It's so much fun. Like, you know how it goes, but.
No, yeah. Well, that's the thing. Like, and the debate has been out there plenty of times. And to me, you should have both story and art. But for me, artwork is, I'm an artist. I'm kind of biased. So that's what I buy stuff for. So if the story is really good, that's a bonus, to me. Like, I want the story to be good. I'll keep buying the next issue. Or so. I'll give it maybe 4 or 5 issues with just art. After that, I kind of would want the story to be good. But yeah. And then you nailed it. You're like, it's Joe Mad. Like, is the story? Like, you're looking at, it's an art book essentially at that point.
Yeah, it's still a fun story, but
right.
Is it going to be like someone? Oh yeah, did you read that? It was an epic story. No, you're going to be like, dude, have you seen Joe Mad's work on here? Look what he did with this monster here. Look how cool that action shot is. It's like,
and like that's what I remember mostly whenever I'm remembering comics. I remember an image in my head. Yes, I do remember, like, oh, Phoenix Saga was good. I can't tell you what they said in any of them, but I could tell you I can envision panels and covers all day long. I can tell you the plot of the story, but I can't, the images of the covers, especially, they're seared into your brain. Like it's the art is really what gets somebody to buy the comic from the get-go anyway. So, like you said, this is Joe Mad. It's dope. Or you pick it up. Oh, it's Silvestri. It's dope.
Yeah.
So you're gonna look at that, and yeah, we're biased. We're artists. You know what I mean? Like,
but for me, I'm with you too. It's 50-50 because I know like people have. They had this debate a while ago too. McFarlane always stirs.
It comes up like every 3 years, I think.
Yeah. And Todd stirred the pot with that too. With the crap he said. Listen, it is 50-50. Without the words, you don't have anything there but like a picture book, and without the artwork, it's not a comic book. So yeah, to me, it is supposed to be 50-50. As long as it's a fun story and you can tell that the people working on it had a good time, and you're having a good time as a fan reading it, isn't that what counts?
I mean, I think so. And like I said, being biased with the art, and that's the other thing. Like, we have this conversation once in a while, like, people just put this out because they hate the people and they want it this. I'm like, nobody puts something out for it to suck purposely. Like, unless you're Andrew Dice Clay and you're trying to bomb on purpose on stage and make an album out of it as a joke, which was hilarious, by the way. Other than that, people are spending millions of dollars on movies. They're spending thousands of dollars on just paying their artists and the writers. They want the product to be good, but the problem is they're catering it towards a specific market, which is why you and I think it sucks, because it's like catered to the wrong people. Yeah. But they're still trying to make a good product. They think it's good, and I don't think nobody goes into any of these any IP or anything hoping it sucks.
Yeah. Well, I think the companies, it's another story altogether. Because they're pushing agendas on.
There are political agendas out there. I'm not saying there isn't, but they're trying to make a quality political agenda, which is kind of an oxymoron.
I don't know, because quality isn't there on the mainstream. Like, from time to time, I'll go into a comic shop. Like you said, you got to weed through a bunch of books if you think you found a gem, and then even that, you still got to be wary. You got to either look at a review or read a couple of pages in the store just to see if you get the vibe of what's going on. And if you see that garbage in there, like, I don't want to support shit. I don't want to support the bad things that they're trying to destroy everything with, because it's almost like a brainwashing apparatus. Like they do music.
I'm just more or less playing devil's advocate in a way that like you're right. It is garbage, but it's garbage to us. Like, to them, they're like, this is the best quality PC book we put out ever. It's like, well, yeah, but 2 people bought it out of thousands. Like, it's like, yeah, you think it's great. So I think they're going in thinking it's really good when it's just missing the mark in the wrong audience. Did I cut you off, Angela? I didn't mean.
Yeah, I was about to say that too.
I don't even remember saying. I mean, I think I don't remember what I was saying.
I'm sorry.
It's fine. It's just like it's more about. I think it's more about the agenda than it's actually about the art. And they're trying to make a message. Oh, it's about them. They're grooming. It's like they're trying to basically create, you know, they want to get their message out and so far like try to reach the masses.
Yeah.
And it's actually working against
I
them.
kind of view it like
Mhm.
Pollock. He sucks.
Mhm.
Jackson Pollock is trash,
Mhm.
but people love his stuff. Like
Mhm.
certain people really like his stuff. Is it good? No, it's not good.
Mhm.
It's not good, people.
No.
But there are people out there who think it is really awesome. So
Yeah.
there is that subjectivity to
Mhm.
it. And they're like, he was putting out there thinking these are the best little squiggly paintings I've ever done. Like, yeah,
They made a movie about his life.
Yeah, it's just
Yeah,
it's
they
just drizzling paint on a canvas. It's
amongst
horrible.
other things that he was drizzling.
Oh
But
yeah.
but I'm just saying, like, it is a subjective thing. It's just that the most of the people who are buying it and absorbing it think it sucks because you're catering to the wrong crowd.
Mhm.
Like, there is an audience for that. If you want to make I'm Not Starfire, make I'm Not Starfire, but
Oh,
call
man.
a different title
That
as
was
an
confusing.
independent comic. Like,
Yeah.
that's fine. That's your ideals. That's your agenda.
Yeah.
Don't force it into like what is already out there and people love. Like people love these things. They grew up with them. It's part of their life. Like these are serious things. It's just like football. They're not playing on the team sport, but they're still adamant in love and are passionate about it.
The character
Yeah.
Starfire with that one about her daughter or something, and
Yeah, that one was about her daughter.
it was
Yeah.
like legitimately the creator was that daughter.
Oh,
Like
it was.
It was a self-insert, and
Yeah.
it was.
Yeah.
It was-
You remember when I did How to Draw the Marvel Way? It was like 2018 or 2019, and I did a little short drawing of, and I did not Starfire or whatever, and I made it basically, it was like a beach ball with the bob haircut.
She did look like
Oh
a
my
beach ball.
gosh.
She did look like a beach ball. But yeah, no, and that's
Oh,
the thing.
shit.
Like, I mean, come on. Like, there you go. Like, dope. Like,
Oh,
insanely
yeah.
cool. You know, like, and these are true to the characters. That's what you look at. That's Wolverine. You want to buy this? It looks like, oh, what did Wolverine kill somebody? What happened?
Yeah.
Like, you're
awesome.
interested, let alone right there. And I just picked this up today because I like the direct edition with a little key in the bottom. But
Nice.
but that's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, the classics, and you can still go get that old stuff. I love it. I've been buying more of that than I have new stuff. But there's it's starting to swing a little bit. I'm a fan of the absolute stuff, Wonder Woman and Batman. I know it's kind of a touch and go thing, and it is cliche to say people are liking it. I like the art because it's different. It's not house style.
Right.
And I think people are getting, like, that's why, and RIP, but I think at my shop, people past few months before he passed, people were like, more and more people are looking for Sam Key stuff. And I think it's because people are getting a little tired of house style. They want different flavor.
Yeah.
They want new.
Well,
and I'm not saying it's nothing wrong. I like some house style, but
yeah. Well, a lot of the house style now, it's so bizarre because it feels like they're almost, they want to cater to the manga audience. So like they're dumbing down the styles, like in well, specifically in Marvel, I know. And it's not manga. It's not necessarily like comic book style anymore either. And then on the other side, you have like, there's a handful of artists that do a very similar kind of design now, or how their approach is. Dan Mora, that guy is a fantastic artist, but he works so quickly. I think it's hurting the style now, because I was picking up some of the books that he had done, and if you compare them to the later stuff that he's done, it's like, what the hell happened? Because like he's speeding through everything, because the guy's got like, he's like working like on 4 books a month. I don't even know how that's possible. You know, it's mind blowing to me. And then you have what was it, Pepe Larraz?
I know the name. Yeah.
Really good artist. But then there's like 3 other people that do a very similar style to his. You know, and it's, you'll have a couple of standouts, and then everything in the middle is this kind of mishmash of really boring, awful stuff.
One thing I don't get, and I mean, I it's kind of rhetorical. I do get it, but I don't get it. Like, they're putting like the cool, different, wacky artists on like miniseries, or even Dan Panosian. He's always on miniseries.
Yeah.
Put your bangers on the main title.
Yeah.
Like, what are you guys doing? Your main title is all house style garbage, and then all the cool stuff is all on the offshoots. Like,
yeah, it's did you pick up oh shit, what was it? The Capullo Wolverine's Revenge?
yeah, I was not a fan.
That was trash. And it's like, okay, you have Greg now over here, and that's the project that you put him on. It made no sense. It went nowhere.
Wrong
It's not
anchor.
connected to anything.
Yeah, they gave him the wrong inker also. Like,
and I know Tim Towns. I know everyone who
he's
worked on that book.
But it's the wrong inker.
Yeah, I'll agree. I think the entire team was wrong for one another.
Mhm.
Hickman clearly does not work well with Capullo. You could tell through those pages in those books. It was weird, and I think they changed something too. Because I know he used to put up a couple of pages, and it looked like some stuff didn't make it into the final book. I think by the time they got to the fourth one, they had to change shit in a big way. And then Tim Townsend, I've known this guy for years. He's good with certain artists. I think he did a terrible job on Capullo's work. I'm going to be honest. Like,
well, dude, like you said, Capullo was posting the pencils. The pencils look pretty good.
Yeah,
I was
like, great.
Yeah, and then once you see him inked, you're like, what happened to all the I don't know, all the heart, all the soul, the panache, all the flavor? Like, it's kind of all the grit. Like, it left. So yeah, it was like I said,
it's weird. I don't know. It feels like that whole book was a fail, and it's like if you just heard the names, you're like, oh yeah, it should all on paper. It sounds like it should be great, and it wasn't.
Shelby says, to be fair, I got the black and whites to all of that. Tim was the wrong inker on Greg.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, Tim's a good inker. It's just not on that.
New Alex Ross books and Burn Elsewin.
Elsewhere. It's going to be the because John Byrne did that X-Men stuff that wasn't official.
He said all the cool Marvel stuff isn't being published by Marvel.
And like I said, it's weird. Like your banger artists are on miniseries or one shots. Your main artists are mainly house style or just bland style, where it's coloring book style. Like it's just straight deadline. Colors comes in and makes it a comic at that point. Like and even then the colors are just house colors. Like there's no ink spots.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. There's no one who's going to put that extra touch on it. I'll say the guy who does work with Dan Mora, he's really good. He's another Spanish guy, I believe. Is it Delgado? And his last name is
Delgado. Is a familiar name. I'm not 100% sure who works with him, but
his colors are really good, and it makes stuff like, so if he goes a little bit lazy with a drawing or doesn't finish something all the way, like that colorist knows how to make it pop, like an ink spots or something. But for the most part, I agree with you. Looking at some of the books across the board, they're not there. They're not there. It's all kind of the same cookie cutter way of doing it. I have another friend who did something.
Sorry, go ahead, Vin.
Someone I knew from years ago, Nick Bradshaw, and he did what was it, the Godzilla Spider-Man book, and his line work is fantastic. He does his own inks, and then the colors came in, and you asked me, butchered it. I think this woman, she butchered the colors on that book, but the story sucked too on top of it. So you got one element that was good, and the rest of it was shit.
Well, and to be fair, it's not like it's unknown for an inker to destroy art. Look at was it Coletta on Thor with Jack Kirby? Like he kind of just blew out. Yeah. And if you look at Secret Wars, the pencils for that, Zach's pencils are amazing. Whoever inked him mutilated it. Like it really did. So this isn't an uncommon thing where somebody comes in and just kind of just annihilates the whole project almost. But and I will play slight devil's advocate. They are working under a monthly deadline. So but. I mean, still, once again, look at the good old days of the 70s, 80s, 90s, where they had different styles, high detailed, energy. They were able to do a monthly title, get a filler artist for 2 issues, have the other guy do the other 4, whatever it may be.
Yeah. Again, we
had. What do you not like money? I don't get it.
Right, dude. That's why I was always from the school of Jim Shooter. Like everything that guy was saying should have been written in stone and applied to this day. And there's a reason why most of those creators, they disrespect him, they threw it all away, and that's why the industry fell to shit. If they stuck with what he was saying and what they had to do to keep that bar high, these books would have still been great. More talent would have came in. But it's a lot of the blame is on the shitty editors, people like Joe Quesada, who brought in all the milkshake girls, all that dumb shit that ruined the industry for all those years, and they continued to do it. And that's where we're at now, because they spit in the face of these guys. I mean, Marvel was hired this female writer who was going on social media saying how she was going to destroy Stan Lee's legacy. She hated him for some reason, wanted to destroy all of his books, and then Marvel hires her. So she wasn't hired beforehand. She said she's going to destroy it all, and then they hire her. Make that make sense.
Well, and like I don't. Okay, that I don't understand. But I will say, like, I do understand getting fresh blood in for things, but you get the fresh blood in on Power Pack. You know, you get the fresh blood in on Marvel Comics Presents on the B side that isn't Sam Keith. Like, that's where you get your fresh blood in to try out the waters to see how good they are. Not on, oh, you wrote an ad for, you know, some local pencil company. Here, why don't you come write X-Men? Like, no, that's not how the process should work. Have some meritocracy here.
Or or you used to do women's hair in a salon here, right for DC, and now
exactly.
And now destroy X-Men.
Hey, who is that? Is that an actual person?
Yeah, that's Gail Simone.
Yeah.
Oh, Gail Simone was a hairstylist?
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
She wrote an angry letter to DC because what's his face? Ron Mars. He did a story where someone's girlfriend was murdered and like stuffed into a refrigerator or something, and she flipped. Yeah, she flipped out about it. She wrote to them, and then they ended up giving her a job, and then she proceeded to destroy comics ever since.
She shouldn't watch True Crime Garage.
Oh wow.
Speaking. Wait, what? What is
nothing? Everyone's talking about you and your fresh blood.
Fresh blood, much like this.
City of Venus. Dead City. The city named after Venus, the goddess of love. This city was designed to lure people here as a false hope. Many thought that they would be welcomed, able to rebuild and grow our world with new technologies and love for one another. At one point in time, it did seem to be working. It was almost genuine. Almost. It's now more appropriately known as Dead City. After the wars, chemical fallout and experimentation on its people, this once modern marvel is now a wasteland. Survivors of all kinds stay hidden, most of which made their home under the city, void of electrical tech that can be shut down by those in power. Many survivors develop their own untraceable power sources to better hide from the governing and policing eyes of the select few in the floating city called Venus. The floating city in the sky houses the top of the world's most powerful and intelligent people. Although the scientists and engineers are rumoured to be more like slaves, creating and prolonging the lives of the ultra-elite in whatever monstrous ways they can. It's done by breaking the laws of science and nature. Much like the story of how the city came to be, suspended in the sky. The wars and plagues brought on by man were created and brewing for centuries. As technology grew, it became easier to separate the rich from the poor. Population control was in effect, and its main killer throughout history was, and still is, war. The first massive war that set the destruction of the world into motion hundreds of years ago was the discovery of a new crystal-based element, coveted by all, centridium. It was envisioned to be used as a new and everlasting power source. Its first and only discovery was here, in this very city.
Yeah. Wow. Came out great.
So this is a brand new series?
Thank
you. 1 and 2. Hello.
Yeah, well, the first one came out a while ago. It was one of the first campaigns I ran. Okay. This is technically campaign number 9 that I've done, and I believe the first one was like the third campaign I think
it was the third one. I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, and so it's been a while, and like I said, we had Through the Woods, we had the kid book, we had Shot of the Kraken, I had a couple of art books. Yeah, so I wanted to make sure that, okay, so I'm on the new platform now, which I had to switch at the 11th hour because Indiegogo became problematic with the new owners. So after collecting all these emails and stuff, now I had to run over to Kickstarter in order to launch this, which pissed me off so much.
Yeah, I know your viewpoint on Kickstarter. So yeah.
Dude, I like...
Oh, no.
Oh, it sucked. And that's because of the people who didn't fulfill books and the ones who did nefarious things with the original owners of Indiegogo. And that's a whole other conversation.
Well,
but
also, I'm not the front end is fine in Indiegogo, the changes. I'm not a fan of the back end of it. So it's probably better you went over to Kickstarter.
Yeah.
Because the back end is, for me, very confusing. Now, I don't know if that's because Ink and I were in demand when they did the switch. And so we stayed in demand, and so our back end kind of got maybe messed up a little bit. I don't know if that's why, or if it's like that for everybody.
Maybe.
Yeah, but I'm not a fan of the way it looks, the way it's laid out. It's too bloated. There's way too much.
Lots of bisexual colors.
Lots of,
But I like purple. So, but I was gonna say too. I think for you, Vinny, with Kickstarter, you get more money back from. They take less of a kick from it.
I believe so. Yeah, because I ran one other campaign. I ran one of my art books about 1.5 years ago. I want to say.
I think you were on for that one when
I think so.
I was.
I might have been.
Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah. It was the bigger one. It was the volume 1 and 2 together. Which it's on this campaign too. I try to make everything available for folks, but since I came over here, I decided, okay, we got more of a new audience as well. So I said, screw it. What I'm going to do is I'll put it all together, because the sequel was going to be more than double the size of the first book, since everybody wanted more anyway. Because originally this was supposed to be like a floppy series of like around 22 pages. What I initially had, because I wanted to release it like every other month or something like that, but with everything that happened and everything changed, I ended up upping the style completely with the books. And I went, you know what? I want every page to look like a painted cover. So it took more time. And I went more of the European format of, all right, we'll have bigger books, more quality, higher quality all around. So yeah, this one ends up being about 96 pages from story and artwork to extras that I put in there. So it's almost like you get 3 books in one on this campaign with City of Venus.
So, in case people didn't pay attention to the trailer, Vinny, what's the elevator pitch for City of Venus?
Well, it's like, for anyone, if you love like this kind of like action stories, we have hot chicks in a post-apocalyptic future. This is as if the bad guys who are destroying the world got their way. This book is set so far into the future, so there's been multiple wars. There's been a bunch of stuff that has happened. And we're following our main character. In the first issue, you find out right away is I wanted the audience to be pulled into the story with the main character. So she wakes up on a rooftop not knowing where the hell she is, what's going on. She doesn't recognize anything. And as the story unfolds, we start to see what the hell happened with this destruction in the world. The elitists who pulled themselves away physically from everyone else. They're in the floating city. They think they're better than everyone else. The things that are roaming around are failed experiments, because like these people, their main goal is to prolong their lives. They want to live forever. But you start to see the cracks everywhere. Nothing, what they created isn't perfect either. Then we have that element of like, there's heart in this. For everything that looks like it's destroyed and everything's so bleak, we do have that big moment, and you're going to see some really cool stuff. There's a power source that they're all trying to get, which our main character actually has, and it's an ultra rare power source, and we don't know the full capabilities of it yet, but it could either fully destroy the world even further, or it could be the salvation.
Is it CERN? Is that where we're going here?
CERN.
Going for here?
Is this a Mandela effect?
Actually, this whole story, I came up back when I was in high school, when I came up with the full premise of this. Oh. And yeah, I over time I evolved it a little bit. It was going to be more people, and it was going to be more of a lived-in area. And I decided, no, it needs to be more destruction for what's because this story is connected. It's like the centerpiece of my whole universe of all my different books and everything. So it's kind of crucial that I keep coming back to this story. And 1, I love it. 2, it's one of the first ones. This is like my baby kind of thing. And what you see unfolds, each issue gets bigger and bigger. So the story goes bigger. You're going to find out more about our main character. There's a father-daughter story that's in here as well. So I have heart, I have action, you name it. It's in this book and in these pages. So
now, if you don't have like Shadow of the Kraken or Through the Woods, like and you just buy this, you're good, right? You're good because you want to tie everything together, but you don't have to have those to be like, okay, now I know what's going on with this.
Right. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Is it the Vinnie-verse? Is that what you call it?
A lot of people have been calling it. I mean, my company's Mellow Art World, but if you want to call it the Vinnie-verse, I'm fine with that. A lot of people have been calling it that.
Call it what you will, just buy it.
Well, but here's the thing, though, too. It's like you said, though. Yeah, you don't have to buy everything. If you just want to read the pirate story, you're gonna have an awesome experience with that. If you just want to read Through the Woods, that's like a self-contained story. But again, those characters aren't done. A lot of people ask, are you going to go back to it? My brother and I, we came up with a pretty cool concept. So, but on top of it, they could pop up in other stories. They could pop up in other projects. So I'm letting people know that in case. But this book does tie directly to another story that's going to be a little bit down the road that is very, very big. So when that comes about, I will let you guys know, and I'll make sure that this will be more available again, hopefully, by the time we get there.
Well, hey, worst case scenario, you just have to do like a second or third printing. You know what I mean?
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
That'll be in there. So, I mean, that's the whole point. And the wonderful thing with these is like the crowdfunder is to get the initial thing going.
Right.
Then after that, like you get, okay, well, now I have it done. It's paid for. I can do a second print on the next crowdfunder. Like issue 3, I could do second printings of issue 2, and that'll be obviously a charge, and I can do it for free. But that'll then it's a carousel. It goes round and round and up and down.
Yeah, so, for sure. Like, you know, I try to make it more available. Like I tell people too, because we do have some limited stuff that's on this campaign as well. So like Shadow of the Kraken, there's only about 25 copies left of that book. The 2 art books, same deal. That's why I put like the 2 art books together on a tier. So it's basically like 204 pages of art you're gonna get if you get basically all my stuff there. Through the Woods, we have 100 copies left of the hardcover, but that's the last time you're going to see it in this format like this with the 2 signatures, you know, my brother and I, the ash can, the bookmark.
I like that.
Yeah, again, this is I love this story. That I mean, the characters.
Yeah, it was a good story.
Everything we put in there is amazing, and I've said it in other streams as well. Like you know. Even up until recently, I was getting people who were back in it. By the time they got to the last page, they said they cried when they got to the last page. Like that's how impactful it was, and like that meant a lot to me too. Because it's like, we achieved what we wanted to. We got an awesome story with a solid ending, and I mean, it has everything that you need.
Yeah, like I said, I read one of the few because I started going throughout the year, so I haven't been able to read the physical copies, and this is one of the ones that I was able to read in time. So, that and a few other early crowdfunders. This was one of the first ones I remember getting. What?
Nice.
Cran's here.
Cranberry's here, everybody. Time to start the show. Good to see you. Speaking of cranberries, we have some tiers we're going to go over. They don't segue, but you know what? We're going to do it anyway. Vinny, you know I'm blind, so this is you. You could buy you. What? What is it? Why is it? Oh, that's just never mind. I'm blind. What do you want from me, Vinny?
I didn't know there's dark mode on this. I gotta.
Oh no, I have a dark reader, is what it is. I downloaded the dark reader extension. That's cool. Yeah.
Oh,
I can turn it off if you want me to.
No, you keep it on.
My eyes will get blown out like crazy.
No. I like it dark. That's. I was looking like, wait, where did he find that? Because I want to do that with mine.
Yeah, it's called Dark Reader. It's an extension for Chrome and Firefox and all that stuff. Okay. So just put in the extension. You can turn it on and off at will. Yeah,
beautiful.
Yeah, it's really now. It does. There are things it will conflict with sometimes because, like HBO Max, it really like the top header part, and you can't read descriptions. You got to turn it off for HBO Max. Okay. But like I said, 90% of the time, it's fantastic.
That's good.
You know, and like with my eyes especially, I hate it when I'm watching a stream and all of a sudden they share it and like I'm like, oh, I can't see anymore.
Yeah. And it also feels like half your face is getting a suntan.
Yeah, and I see plenty of people wearing sunglasses when they're like, you don't have to do that. Just download Dark Reader. It'll be fine.
No,
see your pretty eyes.
That's
so Shadow of the Kraken is the first thing. What's this?
Yeah, because I couldn't find the feature part. Like again, on Indiegogo, I was able to you could pull the feature thing. I couldn't find where it was on.
Well, I think they changed that too. So
all right.
Yeah. So okay. So it kind of just goes in the list here.
Yeah. So
you can get Shadow of the Kraken by itself, or you can then get There you go. So help me out. What's this one?
Yeah, because here's the thing too. City of Venus is the add-on, so whatever you want. So if you haven't gotten Shadow of the Kraken and you want that, when you go to checkout, you could make City of Venus your add-on.
Okay, nice.
Same deal with the art books and Through the Woods. So if you want to get those and you want to put the add-on as Venus, you could do that.
Now, sorry to interrupt you, Vinny. This is a collection of issues 1 and 2.
Yes.
You don't need to buy issue 1. If you don't have issue 1, you're going to get it here. Is what
Correct.
it
Yeah,
combines.
issue 1 sold
Okay.
out.
Yeah, well, I have it, so
Yeah.
I don't have to worry about
Which is great because now it's a big collector's item. Because,
Yeah, it is, baby.
Yeah. There you go. And it's in a great it's a great format. I mean, again, it was the thickest cover I could find, the thickest pages, glossy finish, all that great
people
stuff.
like them thicker.
That's right.
It's mainly the ladies, but no. So, but you get volume 1 and 2, so you're not missing out, everybody. If you back this, like, you don't need to worry about getting a catch-up tier or anything, like, because it's there. Like, it's in it's actually in it. So,
and it's all completed. The entire thing is completed.
You're done with the whole thing?
The whole thing is finished.
Oh wow, nice. So
yep, I'm ready for print.
Nice,
great.
I like that.
Way to go.
Hell
yeah. So this is then the volume 1 tier right there. That's just the standard issue, right?
Yep.
And then what's this one here? You got Through the Woods, the hardcover. Oh, you said there's only 100 left of those. You said, well, not anymore. Now there's only 96.
See,
now is that an add-on because that's limited?
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Yeah, the books that are limited, they're not add-ons. The only add-on is Venus. So
okay, well that's clever because the other ones are limited, so you kind of want to make sure people get the campaign they came for. So
exactly, yeah.
Well,
I made the other things available just as like if you haven't seen my work yet, this is like one of the last times you could grab like as you know as many cool things.
Yeah, I mean, like I have the art books; they're fantastic. People should be picking those up too. They showcase your artwork. It's wonderful. You got a special offer. You get, so it's like a retailer bundle.
A little bit, yeah. I have a bigger retail bundle because there are a couple of people who are interested in a lot more copies. So I put the option there. Whenever they're ready to do it, can't wait because it should help the campaign in a big way.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. Like they could still because the money comes out after this ends. So that's when you get charged your account. So if you back now, you're not going to get charged now. You're going to get charged whenever this ends. So if you're like, I don't have the finances right now, well, you need the finances in however time is left on this. So if your bank account is -2 right now, you still pledge. Just make sure you have the money there so Vinnie gets it at the end of the campaign. But so then you got you get original. Oh, you get original art tiers. Nice.
Yeah, I got a bunch of originals on there, including one really cool one where I found these acrylic paint markers that have metallic on them. So I have a Colossus bust. So his skin and his hair are done with the metallic paint. It looks phenomenal.
Where's that at?
Nice.
Is it further down?
Yeah, it's a little bit further down. I do have a bigger shot of it. So if it's on the other side, if you click on original artwork on that other list, it should be the third up from the bottom. Yeah, it'll take you down to it.
Oh, cool.
He sold out already. I did that with ballpoint pen.
That's really nice.
Oh, dude, I love ballpoint pens.
Yeah,
I used to do so much in ballpoint. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, it's fun.
Fun. Yeah.
Yeah. So we got Magic, Colossus' sister, and then there's Colossus. So
there's Colossus.
That's great.
Yeah.
I'm a Magic fan. Yeah.
Awesome.
Which one did you do? I'll forgive you for doing that version. It's okay. Next time, do the original. But
wait, which one is that?
I also prefer the original, but people wanted more booty shots, so I said, well, I guess I'll do the newer.
No, it's a wonderful illustration, and she looks nice, to be PC. But the original one I'm a big fan of. So
who is this?
Angela, I'm gonna kick you and ban you. You're fired. You're fired, Angela.
George.
This is Magic. The sister of Colossus, Magic.
Yes.
Oh yeah, no, I know what that is.
Yeah, I never knew when they changed her design because I said, "Wait a minute, she's supposed to have a metal arm. Where's her metal arm?
Where's her horns and like I know these black things are supposed to be her horns. Those aren't horns. No, it's you did a great job though. This is a wonderful illustration.
Cool.
But I'm a fan of the original and they changed her. I don't know, maybe like 15 years ago, something like that. It wasn't that long ago.
Yeah.
But they did change it. Yeah. No, these turned out great. Nice job.
Thank you, man.
Yeah. So, you got the original art tiers, and your original art's very well priced. And now you get plus City of Venus, so you get the book with the original art.
Yeah.
So,
whatever original piece you end up getting, you get a copy of Venus with
now.
That.
Do you have original interior pages?
I didn't put them on this campaign because I kind of had a hustle at the last minute to switch things.
Dare you?
So
can you put them as an add-on?
No, I had. Well, oh, are you curious? Were you looking for originals?
I can't afford original art right now. I wish I could. I think I did buy original art from somebody, but dude, it was an original. It was like $80. I'm like, I can't pass that up.
Yeah. That's
so I'm like 11 by 17, and the artwork's so good. I wish I could remember the campaign, but no, I can't afford it right now. But I'm just asking for people out there as well. Like if they want an original interior page, you could maybe do it as an add-on. I think.
But that's the thing. It'd be like one of one. So yeah, I wasn't sure.
It would be a 101. I don't know how. I'm just saying if it's something you can think about. Maybe if you're interested in later on.
Well, again, I'm still learning the Kickstarter website.
Yeah.
So that's another thing too.
Do you have your own website?
Well, if you go to VINNIEArt.com, it takes you to my link tree.
Okay. Well, I didn't know if you had a website, you can maybe put the original interior pages there instead. That way, people can still get access to them. Yeah, but you can also sell them on your YouTube channel. You're like, hey, I'm going to sell a one page for tonight's stream.
Yeah.
Better watch.
I could definitely do stuff like that too, for sure.
Because people love getting interiors, man. They're interested in the process. So
yeah. Oh no, I agree. Nice. It's hard to part with some of them, like especially the last page on this book. Like, oh my god, I was so happy with how it turned out. I'm like,
dude, and I love that. I love when after you're done with a piece, you're like, yeah, that's dope. Like you're sad, you're so happy with it. You like I'm a half Sam Keith mentality where I think a lot of my stuff sucks, but every now and then I'll finish something like that's dope. And it's mine. I'm like, I can't believe I did that.
Oh, by the way, I love that Max piece that you did. Holy hell, that was great.
Yeah, I sold it like an hour and a half ago.
I just love right now that like her abs are just kind of
this is dope.
Yeah,
that's so great.
Yeah, that's Jessica from City of Venus, and I want to do one that's slightly sexier, so I rolled up her top a little bit.
No, it's not. Hey, dude, people like underboob. You know, it's underboob is underrated. No, you got some dope tiers, affordable tiers, great original art. You know, and I like that you kind of did the book has the add-on, and then you could get the limited items. You know, it's smart.
Thank you.
Yeah, everybody go pledge to City of Venus Volume 1.
Back it, I should say.
Back it. Well, you can pledge it.
Right.
Pledge it. You don't back it. You pledge your allegiance to the Vinnies.
The Vinnieverse.
To the Vinnieverse.
I mean, and yeah, we're under $100 away from unlocking the first stretch goal, which is going to be an exclusive print for everyone.
Oh, you got 27. Yeah, you got a month to go almost. So
yeah,
dude, you're killing it. You're doing actually really well.
Thank you, man.
Today's time, especially with finances and the kind of downtick in crowdfunding. So you're doing really good. You're doing really good numbers here.
Yeah, it's been wild, man. Yeah. Because I was only running it for like, what was it, 50 days or something. So yeah, we got 27 left.
27 to go. Yeah. So you still got time to pledge, people. Are you going to do late pledges? This has that feature.
Yeah, I believe I have it. I believe it's on right now.
Yeah. Okay. Smart. Because you might line up a promo stream like a couple of days before. So it always helps to have those late pledges and people who, like I said, let's say they're not sure they're going to have that money even still, and they're like, oh, I have it now, I can pledge. So
because I know times are tough, man. It's the same. There's been books of I wanted to back, and I just can't right now. You know, there's too much that went out the window, and with the pricing and everything, like my hands are kind of tied. But
and like we said, like the price point is what we price it at because that's what it kind of needs to be. But I'm in the same boat. I'm like, oh, I really want this one, but I can't. I'm like, we gotta pay for groceries. I gotta buy medicine. I gotta do a bunch of other things, and everything's been going up in price lately. That it's you gotta cut the entertainment aspect of things.
I know. Well, that's why I tell people too. Like, if you can't afford it, at least grab the link, put it out there, get it out there, because word of mouth is what we have here. That's all we really have with the indies. And especially when you see like the bigger people now, they're jumping into crowdfunding and they're stomping over all of us. Even the ones who are kind of nice guys, they're not grabbing independent people and showcasing them either. They're not doing any favors for anyone, which really sucks. Because you'd think they would have. You'd think they would have made everything a little bit stronger, but nope, it's still it's all about them.
I think most people are not in a bad way, but selfish. Like they're kind of like mainly like, okay, well, I got to do my thing. You know, and I'm not saying that in a negative. Like, there's great people that are have that just preservation mentality.
Yeah.
And I think that this could be a lot of what it is. I know how hard the grind is because I do it myself. So I don't mind having people on. If people reach out to me and you're not a total tool, more than likely, especially if your book is good, I'll promote you. You know, like I said, unless you're a total douchebag, then I really just don't want you on my channel. Yeah,
it's the same. I had kind of the same rule because I showcased like 4 or 5 books when this launched. Because I went, I know some of my friends there in Europe and stuff, and they can't come on right now. So I said, you know what? It was like 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock at night. I just grabbed their books and I showcased it anyway. And then when they had a moment, and I had like my Friday stream. I do it around 5 p.m. So I brought on a bunch of great people, and like they were very, very happy and grateful that I even showed them, because apparently like people don't really want to do this anymore either. They don't really want to showcase that many folks.
Well, not just that, it's a grind. Like they may not even have the time, and so it doesn't mean a lot if you just like showcase a book. And Angela and I have done that before, where we didn't have this is back when we were guaranteed this was a weekly thing, and we would just go through like Indiegogo or a Kickstarter and pull up campaigns or Fund My Comic. We just let's look at this one. We used to do that, and like I stopped making this weekly mainly because it's exhausting. Doing 3 streams a week, like scheduled streams a week. I don't know. It's like I even if they're an hour each, I'm like I'm drained. So, but yeah, like so like I've had people on that I don't even know who they were, and they were fine, but they had like a political agenda, which I don't have any, and so I was like, this really isn't a good fit for the channel. But they have a right to push their book, I guess. You know, fine, but. Like you said, they weren't rude or mean. It's just they had a specific pinpoint. I'm like, you're kind of really catering to one crowd. You're trying to cater to as many people as possible with your stories. And that's great. That's what I love. So
and that's the thing too. I'm with you on that, because to me it's supposed to be a fun thing. I don't want to alienate groups and things and people, because that's all they ever try to do, right? They want to label us, to put us in a box, and then whoever is in control of a certain group could dunk on other people, and then they have these back and forth. I hated all of that. I said, I'm making comic books because I love comics. Stan Lee was one of my big inspirations. Batman stuff, again, my father knew Bob Kane. That was huge when I was growing up, and and when we learned about this stuff, it's like, oh my God, like I got so invested into comic books. I love storytelling, and that's where the focus is. Whoever wants to read it, come on down and read it. I don't care what hat you're wearing. It don't matter to me. As long as, again, like you said, if people aren't tools, same deal like with the creators. If people were like, either shitting on me or my friends, or being nasty, or the snakes, you're not welcome. If you're super late on books, or you haven't delivered in 6 years after taking people's money, you're not welcome. If you're someone who actually fulfills projects and you're cool, and everyone's good, all right, let's have fun. Let's grow this, Yeah,
I'm more like, I'm also more about talking about like, let's talk about comics, let's talk about movies and music, and that's the other thing. I could even have somebody on. I don't like, we've had people on, Angela's been with me, where we don't agree with their political viewpoints at all, and they bring them up during the stream, but we're like, what kind of music do you listen to while you're writing? Like, everybody has a connection in some way, shape, or form, and if you find that and make that the core part of what you're talking about, you'll get along. Like, we're human beings. You just find something that you can relate with roll with it. As long as you're, like I said, you're a slightly nice person. Even like, you don't have to be like, you don't have to be Gandhi. You just have to be slightly nice, even, and that'll work. So
you can also have a reasonable discussion. You can agree to disagree, basically.
Look at Luke and me. We disagree on Led Zeppelin, and he's wrong. They suck. So
and
what?
Aspartame.
Well, he's wrong there too.
He's just always right there. He's right there.
No. Don't get brainwashed by his mentality. Aspartame is the best for you ever. Vinny, tea oils and aspartame. That's where it's at. Cancer. You're not allowed back on my stream. That's it.
Oh shit. Listen, I want to see you live. I want to see you.
It's a preservative. I'm going to be preserved. I'll live.
Be a reverse way of gaining some backers for your book is like making it a drama, like kicking you off the stream. You get somebody back.
We're gonna cave
like Jerry Springer.
We'll Springer it.
Why'd you kick Vinnie off your stream? Oh, because he wanted me to live longer.
I'm gonna live. You never know. Hey, listen, if a plane lands on you right now, I'm gonna outlive you. So therefore, you never know.
Touche. I need a bottle of aspartame to drink.
Yes,
Please
we
no!
won. We
Please
won,
don't!
Angela. Yes. No, this was fun. We had a lot of good time. Angela, are there any more questions for Vinny in the chat, or are there any questions for Vinny in the chat?
Jason will outlive us all. Yes.
See, hashtag blessed.
He heard that aspartame could stunt your growth. No
I'm not living proof of that at all. Angela, do you
I
have
don't
any?
see any other question.
you have
No,
any?
I mean this looks really fabulous. I mean,
Thanks.
yeah. So yeah, I hope to back it.
Yeah,
Eventually.
I know Angela's tight on finances. Has been missing out on backing Frog G, which has been out for a while now.
Yeah,
Thank
I
you very
haven't
much.
connected yet.
Yeah, that's right. You're fired. But
Hoping that he's gonna send it to me just because I'm nice.
no. I have one last question for you, Vinny.
Okay.
If you, it doesn't have to be your favorite band, but if you could only listen to one band for the rest of your life, who would it be?
Jeez. One band for the rest of my life.
Yes.
It's a hard one.
That is really hard.
It doesn't have to be your favorite band. Like I have a favorite band, and I didn't pick them. So
Really?
yeah, because the catalog wasn't as vast.
Okay. Yeah, because like I'm a huge Chris Cornell fan.
Oh, well, okay, but see, I would count Chris Cornell as Audio Slave, Soundgarden, and Chris Cornell. So that would count. Like if you say Chris Cornell, that would blanket him. You know?
Yeah, I'm leaning towards that. But there's also, like you said, there's other bands I really like too, and there's that also includes if they're currently still making music and stuff.
Temple
too,
of
right?
the Dog. Yeah, and they could still be making music.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I like Dorothy a lot. It's the one I don't know if you're familiar. Dorothy Martin. Yeah, she's an amazing talent, and yeah, I did a piece. It's in one of my art books. I did one for her, and she put it out there for a while. It was like on all over social media, but she's really cool, and her voice is amazing. She does some really good music. She did a song with Slash called Tombstone Town. So yeah, I recommend it. Yeah. Check her out. So yeah, either Chris Cornell or her.
Well, we have to pick one, so we're going with Chris Cornell.
Cornell work.
No, this was a lot of fun, Angela. Thank you so much for co-hosting.
Yeah,
Vinny, thank you for coming on.
I'm glad I could be here.
Thanks to the chat for showing up. We love you. Check it out. Share it out if you can't back it. What?
Do we want to see if this wonder if people like it now? I don't know.
Like what?
Talk about it. Our this time slot.
You know what I have to say about that?
What's that?
This.